Hello YouTube. Shout out to Mr. Lunacy for being the first person to comment first on a previous video. I guess first, the reason I'm gonna start doing these vlogs is because I've always enjoyed vlogs. If the person's entertaining, they're quite fun. But lately I've been watching it. I was looking up road rage videos and I found that the majority of road rage videos appear to be motorcyclists completely freaking out at car drivers. So naturally, looking at all these videos, I started to see a lot of moto vlogs with people on motorcycles, and I got a kick out of a lot of them. But I kept thinking, I really want a vlog exactly like these moto vlogs, only out of a car. I did end up finding one, the Dutch Texan, and he did do it just like this. I enjoyed it. I have the camera set up so that you should be able to see mostly a point of view. Unfortunately, I have some pretty crappy camera equipment. Right now it's just a dashboard camera strapped to a ball cap. Hopefully there's going to be an upgrade in that department pretty soon. So if the camera is at an odd angle, I apologize. The car I'm driving now, if you've watched any of my other videos, is the 04 CTS Cadillac. With all the luxury features that were big 10 years ago, now they're just standard on every car. It's a 3.6 liter V6, 255 horsepower, 252 pounds of torque. At the time, that was pretty impressive. Now, not so much. However, I have found that this car can handle itself with the newer cars, including the CTSs with the 3.6 liter right up to 2013. Due to their extra weight, this car actually is faster than the newer versions. It's a very crappy 5-speed automatic transmission, which unfortunately was the only transmission available with the 3.6 liter. This thing is absolute garbage. It's nearly killed me a couple of times. In order to make a pass, you have to shift it manually. Otherwise, it'll go down into third, say, while you're making the pass. It'll shift up into fourth, and then it'll just fucking sit in fourth until you shift into fourth and then back into fifth. It's a really crappy transmission. I hate it. It has engine braking, which they actually brag about in the brochure. It's like, oh hey, engine braking in every gear. But it's complete garbage. It's nearly killed me. I've been driving down the highway. A car in front of me has moved out of the way. I shift down and I punch it to get past that car. Another car cuts in front of me, and I just let off the gas, put it back into drive, and let the car slow itself down. Nope. It fucking stayed in third gear and started engine braking. And I don't know if you can see this patch there, but that's actually for this car from just the other day. It's alright. That's about 30 feet maybe a little less. But yeah, so the engine starts braking, and it caused all four wheels to lock up, and I ended up sliding into the oncoming lane with no throttle control whatsoever. I ended up having to put it into neutral, revving it back into place, putting in the gear, just to get the control back of the car. And then I go back into the lane. Naturally, the douchebag that cut me off, he's nowhere to be seen. He doesn't give a fuck. My 0 to 60 in this car, with the sports gears on, 6.2 seconds. A quarter mile, exactly 15 seconds. Which, as far as I'm concerned, anything above 15 seconds is absolute garbage. So 15 seconds itself isn't actually all that good, but it's a stock car, so you know, you can't really expect it to be all that performing. And it's 10 years old. I'll give you a little bit of a performance show now. Let you hear the engine. I mean, it's a V6, but still, something. There's another issue I have with this tranny. No matter what speed you start at, it always gears out at 90 miles an hour. And I think that right there is a big factor as to why I only got a 15-second quarter mile. In order to do 14.9 seconds or less, I think you have to be doing like 99 miles an hour or higher. And as you saw there, once I hit 90, the acceleration just completely plummeted. So that last 10 miles an hour is where I lose all my acceleration. I know my Camaro, it's an older one, it has a 3-speed, and it gears out higher than this car does with its 2 extra gears. Today I am actually on my way to take the Camaro out of storage for the season, which as you can see, I don't know, I'm hoping you can see, I picked a really shitty day for. It's fucking raining. It's snowing, actually. Like, what the fuck is that? It's been warm all month, and the day I go out to take my Camaro out, it's fucking snowing. Even though I am doing these vlogs, I'm not going to stop doing my other videos. Like in winter, you'll still get drift videos. They will probably be from the point of view as well, though. Shit, better slow the fuck down. Just those are for you to know. I do actually live in Canada, but my car is in miles per hour. I prefer it that way. It's just like older cars, and I prefer older cars. I'm only driving this modern thing because I need gas mileage back when I was going to school every day. But yeah, like I said, I'm going up, taking the Camaro out. The weather's shitty like it is. Probably not going to get a good drive in. For those of you freaking out about salt or anything, I do have it stored up north, and the community I have it stored in does not use salt. Don't be all worried about the car, because I mean, I'm worried more than you are. I mean, on the agenda today, first thing, or not even first thing, last thing before I put it back in the garage, it's getting washed, rain or no. But while I'm up there, I've got a pre-77 CB radio, Citizens Band radio, and I'm really glad about this because I wanted to put a CB in the Camaro, but I didn't want to put a brand new 2015 CB into a 1972 car because it just wouldn't look right. So I looked around, and fortunately a buddy of mine actually had his CB radio from the 70s, just still in his truck that was parked in his backyard, hadn't been driven in forever. So he gave that to me. I'm going to take it up, hook it up, hopefully it works fine. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, well, I'm going to try and get some shots of the car, the Camaro. I may upload that this week, or I may upload it next week, not sure. Unfortunately, this camera isn't very good, so I'm not going to be able to get much footage, particularly driving footage from the Camaro. As I do these videos, right now, with the, oh hey, LeBaron, it's a slightly older car. Right now, with the crappy camera equipment that I have, I might not be able to do regular vlogs like this, but it is my desire to do one a week, so hopefully that will happen sooner than later. It's inclement weather, nobody fucking puts their lights on, like seriously. Due to copyright issues, I can't play the radio, which makes this drive a little bit boring for me. Another idiot with his lights on. We've got all this fucking technology, like automatic lights or running lights. And honestly, I think they're a bad thing. It's like, look at this dick, doesn't even have, like, all it is those tiny little, like, fucking turn signal lights. That guy's got nothing. Hey, and he turned them on! I don't know if you could see in the mirror. I flashed him, and he turned his lights on. I'm happy with that. Shoot me, man. For those of you that don't know metric, if you saw the speed sign, it's an 80 kilometer an hour zone. That is roughly 50 miles an hour. As you can see, I'm doing 60 miles an hour, which is 97 kilometers an hour. It's actually closer to 96. For the most part, in Ontario, police only charge you for speeding if you're going 20 over or more. So most people just drive at 20 over. I don't want to risk it. I have a few tickets already. So I drive 17 over so that if I do get pulled over by some dick cop who decides he wants to ticket me, he can't give me any demerit points. All he can do is give me, I think it's a $50 fine.